I feel like they like it just as much as we do. Hello, beautiful people. It is your girl, Angel and Light. And if you are new here, welcome to my space. This is a beautiful conversation. Every Sunday, I post a new girl talk video. And so subscribe, like this video, and turn on the bell notification for when I post during the week. And if you could share it with a friend. But other than that, if you don't, cool. Just stay tuned and enjoy this conversation. The first thing I've learned so far since I've been married is everything doesn't always need a response. And I know this could be very difficult for some to hear, but girl, I had to learn that I don't always have to clap back. I need to pause and process, because sometimes I could be really quick with a reply, and it's a good quality to have. It's also an annoying quality, I can say, because imagine being in a conversation with someone and I'm gonna just say you guys are disagreeing, because that's when the clapbacks would be the most, you know what I'm saying? And so you're in a disagreement or an argument, whatever you want to call it, and someone is voicing their opinion and you're just cutting them off constantly. Would you not be upset if you couldn't get your words out? That's how it could kind of feel for someone who isn't so, like, I'm not saying Manny's doesn't clap. I'm not saying my husband does not clap back. But I feel like as a woman, my defense sometimes could be a little bit too strong. And I've learned that sometimes it's better just to be still, be quiet, listen, because he deserves to be listened to as well. Process what's being said and then respond, because sometimes if I could be honest, because I'm talking about what I've learned, a lot of the things that I've clapped back too soon on, if I had just paused and listened and really just digested it, the conversation could have been a lot better. It could have ended a lot quicker. It could have been resolved, I should say, not ended, resolved a lot faster, because in healthy communication, you don't want to be the only person just like biting, because that's what it could kind of feel like. It could literally feel like you're biting that person with your words, you know? So my first thing that I want to share with you guys is that sometimes you don't have to be so quick with the response. Listen to your husband. Take time to process what he's saying, because I'm pretty sure he's processing. A lot of men, they like to analyze things. I'm pretty sure he's processing everything you're saying to him. And so to be the best that you can be, girl, trust me, relax on that clap back, okay? I just wanted to share with you guys the husband journal sets that I am selling on my website. If you have never heard my story and my husband's story on how we found each other and how God put us together, click the video at the top here. I have my full story time on YouTube, and most of you guys may have found my channel through that video. And because of that, I actually started selling husband journals along with husband journal sets, which is also available in the ebook form for women who would like to write down like special love notes to their husband, prayers, and just different things like that. It's not limited to just writing. I actually made vision boards in my husband journal, and the card set has instructions just so you could get started, but there's really no right or wrong way. It's just be open, submit it to God, and just trust him. And that's it. I ended up giving my husband journal as a gift to my husband on our wedding day, and so for him, it was a beautiful way to see how much I loved him before I even knew him. And honestly, it was the most faith-building thing I've ever done in my life, submitting myself in that way. But if you want to know the full story, again, click the link up above. But without further ado, oh, and shout out to all the girls who bought one, not just for themselves, but for a friend. Y'all don't understand how much that encourages me when I see that, because it just shows you how beautiful some people's hearts can be. And so I just love, and I love when I see supportive friends and sisters and cousins and all of that. And so You're never too young or never too old to get married. As long as you move by God's timing, I promise you it will be done. But come on, I'm talking too much. Let's go back to the video. The second thing that I've learned while being married is that I have to also build my husband up. I know for us women, sometimes, like I said, I'm gonna talk about me, not us women, but for me. I love compliments. I love hearing different things to help build me up. But what does it look like if I'm not always constantly building my husband? And so when I think about this, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like men don't get as much compliments as women do. And I feel like they like it just as much as we do. Because anytime I build my husband up, whether it's me giving him compliments or I'm affirming him or cheering him on, I can see that it makes him feel more confident. I can see it makes him happy. I can see that it makes him feel loved. I also build him up in prayer, praying over him, covering him with the word of God. I mean, there's a lot of times where Emmanuel is sleeping and I'm just praying for him, praying over him, praying that he has favor wherever he goes in his workplace and all that kind of stuff. I don't do it to be thanked. I don't do it for praise. I do it because I love him. And I love that we share a covenant with God. And that's something I've learned to be very, fruitful in our marriage. When I build him up with my words, because it's so easy to tear somebody down, especially if you find yourself, whether it's not really sharing or always getting in little bickerings and stuff like that, because it's possible and it's true, it happens, it's real life. But when you could find yourself in a place where you can go back, yes, you could disagree, it could become resolved, but you could also build each other up with your words. And so that's something I've learned as a wife. Number 3 for me is that routine is good. It's absolutely great, but it can get boring really fast. The reason why I say that is when you're married, and like I said before, I'm talking about me. When I'm married, in the beginning, you're still figuring out your partner, figuring out what their schedule's like, figuring out how they want to live their life, vice versa. They're trying to figure out you. It's easy to get into a certain routine and then it become very boring. And so what I've learned to do is keep it spicy, do different things. I remember last night, actually, Emmanuel went into Boston to do work. And so when he was driving back, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make him this bomb dinner that he's not expecting. And when he came home, he was so excited. He was so happy, so grateful. It was different from our routine where it's just I'll make something kind of simple or something healthy. It was kind of wow, babe, this is really good. And I could just tell he was happy. And so sometimes just those small changes, it doesn't have to be something super dramatic, you know what I mean? But I think it's those little things that can make a huge difference along the way. Just adding little things during your routine. So I decided that I'm only going to share with you guys 3 because Emmanuel has actually agreed to join me in the next video. So if you are new and you still haven't subscribed, click subscribe and become a part of my family. This is a safe, happy, joyful, encouraging space. And so I would love to have you a part of my family. Like this video, share it, especially if you want to see part 2. Comment below. As always, you guys know I love encouraging you all. I love sharing with you guys. I love being an example for you all. And you guys know I'm praying and I'm believing with you guys, each and every one of you guys, those who have purchased the husband journal and those who haven't, and who may have even shared with me, because there's a couple of women, I tell you guys all the time, you do not have to buy my husband journal. You could go to your local stores, pick up a journal, and just start writing. But if you want the card set, you could order the card set separately from the set with the journal, or you could order it together, whatever floats your boat. But I say it to say that if you just apply yourself, if you just do it, I'm believing with you. I'm praying and I'm trusting God with your life. I mean, how beautiful is it to know that if you just live according to God's will for your life, He will put you in the place at the appointed time to be found by that amazing, amazing man. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. I ain't gotta preach to y'all. Y'all already know what you have to do. And so, thank you for spending time with me. I love you guys so much. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. You are blessed. Don't you ever let anyone dim your light. And there is absolutely nothing you can do to separate yourself from God's love. Until I see you guys next time. Peace. And comment below if you're married, some of the things you've learned so far since you've been married. I'd love to know.